Okay, well, this is my setup for processing tomatoes, at least the beginnings of it. It's not the whole setup. Now what I have here is the new propane burner that I purchased and I brought down here. And funny thing is, in Costco in Canada, they have tons of them. I guess, you know, the Costco does tend to purchase things that the local market will also use. So even though they may have standard items across the board in every store, they still seem to cater to the current or the market they're in a bit. And I saw a whole bunch of those burners. It's exactly the same one, and for a very decent price. I think it was $59. The pot, the aluminum pot, I've had this one forever. I used to have one that was quite large. I don't know how many gallons this one is, but the large one that I used to have would do 50-pound or a bushel of tomatoes all in one shot. I think I'm going to be doing 25 at a time here. And the process that I go through is that we have to get some propane first off, because that's what I'm missing. And then we boil the tomatoes until they split. So, you know, what you're doing is you're softening them up, you're getting them, you know, hot. They split. They'll be easier to process. Now, some people would process them as is. I prefer to do them, to boil them first. So I do that, and then and that way I can also remove some of the excess water from the tomatoes and not have a watery puree. I like my puree to be thick so that I don't have to add tomato paste to my sauces. And I have not added tomato paste in years and years and years. So, yeah, the process is to boil these. Then I get a couple of food grade buckets, and today the ones that you get at either Lowe's or Home Depot are all food grade. They have the stamp on the bottom, and you could tell which one is food grade. And either one of those will do. So when they come out of the boiling water, they go into a bucket, a food grade bucket, and they sit there, and I allow some of the more watery liquid to strain out. Not 100%, you don't want it 100%, but you do want a good 20-30% of that water strained out, anything that comes out easily. And then I will use my unit to puree, and I'll bring that out later and show you how that works. And then, you know, I'll show you the whole process anyway. This is the beginning of the setup. So once I get my propane, then we can start. I also have to connect the hose from the well house, and good thing I have a 100-foot hose and a 50-foot hose, so we should have enough. Mark is planning to put a tap on the outside of the house so that we don't have to drag it over the concrete wall every time that we have one here on this courtyard, if we want to use it for, you know, for washing the courtyard, for washing anything, or as I'm going to use it for washing tomatoes and processing them. Anyway, I'll get back to you when we're a little more prepared to go forward. Okay, I'm back. We've got our propane tank. Mark has hooked it up for me. I have washed it in this pot, put some water in it, and it's starting to boil. And I've also washed out my bucket here, and I'm gonna quickly rinse the tomatoes in them. They certainly are clean, but we just want to make sure that every one of them are viable. So, well, just quick rinse and then into the boiling pot. I don't do any cutting or peeling. Just allow the boiling pot to do that work. Now, there. There we go. I should be able to get these in my marshmallows. Might be able to get them out. It doesn't seem like there's 50 pounds to me. What we thought. I used to have a stainless steel sink with the outdoors with the drain that I used to wash my tomatoes in. But once again, when the house went that way too. And you're just going to put the lid on these and let that come to a boil. Now I'm going to rinse the second lot and put them back in a box because I don't have another bucket for now. So actually I do, I just don't know how clean it is. Okay, it looks like the first boil is done. This is bubbling away like crazy. Mark, do you think I can get you to turn down the heat just a bit?
Sure.
Since I have not adjusted this thing as of yet.
It's a red knob on the top.
That's it? Okay. Perfect. That's good. So now this batch can be removed gently and put into a clean food grade bucket. Okay, we have boiled the tomatoes. We have strained a lot of the water out. I have set up my manual puree machine because I didn't bring my electric one here. I have a frying pan to catch the skins and the peels, and I have a bucket set up to catch the puree. So now it's just a matter of working it manually. And because this table's on wheels, it may drive me nuts. But we'll do what we can with it. Okay, I have put a little towel at the bottom of my pot because I don't have a ring there to keep the jars off the bottom. I've got a little bit of vinegar left over. Put in the water in order to keep the minerals off the outside of the jars, and here we go. We're going to load this all up now, and I suspect we should be able to get all of them in and get this done in one load. Not quite there. Okay, I need another layer, so I'm going to get another cloth. Oh good, I am taping. Okay, so I've got another face cloth, just something to separate them a little bit. And no problems getting a second load in here. Now, this needs water. I had already put some in, but not enough. And just so that these don't bang around, I'm going to put some empty jars in there. And thank you, Mark, if you want to fill that up with water.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to make bubbles.
That one tipped over.
That's okay, I'll stand it up. Okay, yeah, it has to go over the top.
What, overflow?
No,
What do you mean?
over the tops of the jars, but you're there. And this is why I'm putting some empties in, so they stay. Might need just a little more water.
You want more?
I'm going to get a small jar to put in there, unless I can get this one.
Do you want more water?
Yes. Just gently.
Come on, stop it.
Okay, that will do. And then we need to turn the burner on low, not so that it bubbles like crazy. And actually, centering it might have been, okay, I think it's centered. Woohoo!
I didn't need the hair on that arm.
Okay, so you got your flint and steel going, do you?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Okay, so we bring this to a boil, put a lid on, bring it to a boil, and then we process it for 10-15 minutes. And then I actually just leave it. Let it cool down a bit before I take them out. Now, where's my lid? Here. We're good to go.